Hi class, welcome to spring semester 2024. It is certainly my pleasure to have each and every one of you here for joining us for this semester. Now, I want to take you through very quickly through what you ought to expect throughout the semester. Now, you will log on to Blackboard. Of course, you've logged on to Blackboard, you're here, right? And to the left of the screen, you will find buttons that indicate what is happening. So if you want to see the announcements, you click on the announcement button and the announcements will come up. If you want to look at my office hours, you click on the office hours button and my office hour comes up. So you will see not only the day, but the time for the office hours. And we meet via Zoom. So with that being said, the Zoom link can be found right here. Then, if there are questions that you may want to ask me that is not otherwise answered in other parts of the class, then this is a forum that you can always ask me questions. Please note, questions about grades are not addressed here. So if you have a question about your grade, you need to email me privately so we can have that discourse. Then there is the area where you can look at what are the steps that you need in order to familiarize yourself with the class. So the getting started shows you a video where I'm telling you how do you get started, what are the things that you need to do. And then furthermore, if you continue reading, it will be also very specific in terms of what are the things you need to do in order to get started with the class. Now, once you have finished that, you want to take a look at the course syllabus. So you see links here, and one of the link looks at the course syllabus. And so let us take a look at the course syllabus really quickly. So the link will take you to the course syllabus, and the course syllabus, it tells you what is happening specifically when. So you will see dates here, and the dates relate to weeks on week 1. You have the date for week 1, and it tells you what we're doing in week 1. Week 2, it tells you the date, it tells you the chapter we're looking at, and it gives you the points that are the gradable points for the topics or what we're doing in week 2, right? You come down and you will find the grading rubric for discussions. Guys, this is an online course, and as a matter of fact, if we come back up here really quickly, let me actually go back here really quickly. You will see that there is a notation that I have included here about what an asynchronous class is about. So with that being said, the essence is that while we don't meet at specific times, a week runs from Friday to Thursday, right? So if you go back to the course outline, you will see the date that the week opens and the date that the week closes. You want to pay particular attention to this, and you want to pay particular attention to this because you're able to log on into that week the moment it opens, but then it closes at a certain point, and at the point that it closes, you have no access to discussions, you have no access to quizzes beyond that date and time. So again, it is very critical, like I said, even though the class is asynchronous, that you make a note of these dates and times. You go down, and there's a grading rubric, right? So we have discussions every week. You're expected to be active in the discussions, and at the end of the day, that's how we take attendance, right? So if you're not active in the discussion, then it tells me that you're not in class. There's no specific day or time for you to post in the discussion, as long as you make two posts within that time frame. Note, the two posts cannot be done on the same day. If it is done on the same day, you get credit for only one. So your question to me is, why is that? And the answer is very simple. Because this class is a 3 hour class. It's a 3 hour block of time for you to be doing this class, right? So if there's a 3 hour block of time for you to be doing this class, then we have to find work that you can do within that 3 hour time frame. And if you post once on the same day, it doesn't tell me that you're doing work for 3 hours. So the likelihood, notice I'm choosing my words carefully here, the likelihood that you are actively engaged in the class, um, that can be represented by your being online more than one day. So you want to make a careful note at the grading rubric. And guys, don't focus on the no-show. Don't focus on the novice, but I want you to focus on the column that says proficient, because you do want to get the top score consistently for the class. Now, if you scroll down to the rest of the course outline, what you will find is I have literally outlined what we are going to be covering for each week, including the specific days. So you should always know what's happening during a particular week during the class. So let me come back now to the class. Um, so here you'll find the course objectives and the textbook information. Now you will see a link right here. If you click on that link, it will lead you to the bookstore, and at the bookstore it will show you how you can go ahead purchasing the textbook. Now for those of you who would rather an ebook, you can go to Norton's website directly and purchase the ebook from Norton. Now, one of the things that I want to make note that when you do your discussions, a part of the grading rubric for the discussions, let me see if I can get back to the grading rubric. A part of the grading rubric for the discussions is that you provide references. Now, if you're posting and there are no references, or if you're saying that, wow, my references is page 10 of the book, um, the reality is that I have a copy of the ebook and I have a copy of the hard copy text. So I should be able to go to the hard copy of the text. I should be able to go to the ebook to correlate your page numbers. If when I go to the ebook, I can't find your page numbers, if when I go to the textbook, I can't find your page numbers, then you will not get credit for it. So you have to make sure that you are using the ebook as published by Norton or the textbook, the hard copy textbook. So let us move on. Every week there are every week there are quizzes, and every week there is a discussion. So those are two things that you know is happening for you every week. The class is broken down into modules. There are 4 modules: Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, and Module 4. Within each module, there are there are specific weeks within each module. So week 1, I believe module 1 has 5 weeks. Module 2 has 3 weeks, Module 3 has 3 weeks, and Module 4 has 4 weeks. We will have a final exam during the 15th week of this class. The final exam, just like everything else, will open um, giving you a week to do the exam. I want to note here that there is a a day change after our midterm break, right? So the class from weeks 1 to 12, the class opens from Friday to Thursday. But weeks 13 to 15, that changes where the class opens from Wednesday until Tuesday. All of these days still give you 15, sorry, still give you 7 days, 7 to 8 days within which to post. Having said that, your grades can always be found in the grade center. So you never have to reach out to me to ask me, what grade did you get for this or what grade did you get for that? You also don't need to reach out to ask me, how am I doing in the class? Because all you need to do is to access the grade book. And if you access the grade book will tell you how you're doing in the class. And if you're not sure, just take a look at your grades and then go back to the grading schedule. And when you go back to the grade determination, you will see the letter grade and you will see the number in terms of the points that you need in order to achieve that letter grade. Having said that, guys, I am so excited to meet you as the semester starts. Now, what's going to happen is right now, you all have access to the class. What you don't have access to is the discussions, because the discussions will open when that week opens. Once the week opens, I want you to jump in. Tell us a little bit about yourself. If you want to do that, do a video, that's totally fine. If you want to do that via PowerPoint, that's totally fine. You can be as creative as you want to be in telling us a little bit about yourself. All right, I have shared with you a little bit about myself. So, guys, let's do during the first week. Let us do a great meet and greet. Again, thank you for registering for this class. I look forward to meeting with you and have a wonderful semester. Bye bye.